Okay, if y'all want to open a school, it's a lot easier than what you think it is. There are several states that require more paperwork, more documents. There are some states that require less. So what you're gonna do, look, Google your state board. That's simple. I'm gonna share this screen with you all, just so y'all can see how easy this is. So let me share this screen. Let me know if y'all can see this screen. Can y'all see the screen?
Yes.
All right, good. Okay. First thing you're gonna do, Google. Google your state board rules and regulations. Whatever state you in, Google that. Okay, just say you in Georgia. Well, I don't know what to Google. Okay, Georgia Cosmetology Board. There it is. Click on it. Okay, you can read. We want to open a school. Georgia State Board of Cosmetology and Barbers. Let's look for a school. Apply for a new license. Nope. Forms. File a complaint. Nope. All you gotta do is know how to read. How to guide. How to guide. Cosmetology barber apprentice. Nope. Not looking for that. Instructor. Nope. What we looking for? A school. How to guide. Cosmetology barber schools. Click on it. All right. Just read. All we gotta do is read. We read this. Okay, specific instructions for your application, depending on the license. What type of application? Cosmetology or barber school. Okay, click on it. If you would like to apply to operate a school of cosmetology or barber, nails, aesthetics in Georgia, we're just picking Georgia today. Whether you're in California, Florida, wherever, look up the state board rules and regulations. If you can't find them, email millionairebarber@gmail.com. They'll send you a list. How to apply? Okay. We read this, how to apply. Completed, signed, and notarized application with fee. What does it say? Download application. Duh. Just download it. At any point that y'all can't see this screen, right now, what I have on here is an application to open up a school in Georgia. If y'all can't see that, let me know. Now, I'm not gonna read this to y'all like we in daycare kindergarten. You can go through here and read this. How much does it cost? $300. That's not a lot of money. That ain't nothing. California is $5,000. Maryland, I think it's $5,000. This is nothing right here, $300, okay. Answer all the questions. Applicant must answer yes to the arrest or conviction question. All you gotta do is read this. Required documents. It tells you everything you need. What I need to open up a school? Y'all think you gotta have this big old Aveda, Paul Mitchell, Empire? No, you do not. I had a little bitty school, did the bare minimum in Tennessee back in 1998. The minimum square footage in Tennessee was 1,600 at the time. Some states don't even require square footage, and some states do. That's why we're going over the rules and regs. But you look at the rules and regs in your state. So everybody on here is going to be different. Some of y'all in Texas, Pennsylvania, Florida, California, some of y'all all over. Look at the rules and regs for your state. What do they want here? Blueprint, a floor plan. If you walk in the building and do chicken scratch, X's and O's and all that, take a picture, send it to us. Guess what? We'll draw the blueprint for you. Now, if you're in Ohio, you're going to have a licensed architect in Ohio to do it and put the seal on it. They're different. But most states, we can just have our team, they'll just do that, but you just draw it out in chicken scratch. Okay, showing the arrangement of lockers. Locker space is telling you. List of various items of equipment to be used. If it's a nail school, you're gonna have a lot of nail stations. Barber school, Cosmo, you're gonna have those type of stations. A list of items in the school library. Copy of each instructor's license. Okay, you gotta have a licensed instructor. Well, in Texas, you ain't gotta have no instructor's license to teach. We know that. When we're talking about Georgia today. So everybody get that in your head Look at your rules and regulations for your state, because every state board rules and regulations are different. With NACAs, that's on the federal level, that's the same in every state. So I want y'all to understand that. For that architect in Ohio, I'm trying to think, the last 2 or 3 schools that we did the architect there, he might have charged them maybe $2,000, $2,500, something like that. Not too expensive. Okay. Copy of instructor's license. Well, I don't have an instructor's license. Okay, find somebody that's got an instructor's license. You don't have to have an instructor's license to open a school. Anybody can own the school, but it's telling you you need some licensed instructors. So you find a licensed instructor, get their license. You're the school owner, they're the instructor. If you got a barber, cosmetology, their license, after you do that, enroll yourself in your school. Gerard did it and got his license. Notarized letters from each instructor of their intentions to work at the school. Okay, y'all go to the bank or wherever, get it notarized with them talking about their intentions of opening the school. It's very simple. Very simple. If you just read the owners, you got to have a copy of your license or ID. It's telling you everything that you need. A complete application must be mailed to the office. It's telling you all of this. I'm not going to go through this step by step like a kid or child, but it's telling you everything. Submit application in a 9x12 or large envelope. What does it tell you? You know, one of them big old envelopes, not no envelope that you get a little letter or bill in. Not that. That's not a 9x12 envelope. And look, check a money order, make check payable. It tells you everything that you have to do. It's so simple if you just go step by step, bite-sized chunks. Bite-sized chunks. It didn't say Cash App or Venmo. No, a check, a money order, who to make it out to. Keep going. Look at this, application fee plus a $10 processing fee. So how much is that? $310. Fees are non-refundable. Why are you opening this school? What kind? Is it a nail, Cosmo, Aesthetics? It's showing right here. What's the name that's going to appear? Do you have an LLC or is it incorporated already for EIN number? Or are you using your social? All right. And I'm recording this part, so y'all have access. Well, I'm gonna put this on YouTube. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, mailing address, all this is common sense. This right here. You should know the street, the city, state, zip, telephone number. I don't know your telephone number. That's you have to do this part. But in the gold program, I mean, we'll type everything and put it in there if you want us to do that. Keep going. Owner's information. Your name. Do you know your name? Can you sign your signature? Your physical address, mailing address. Do you currently own the school? Yes or no? If you do, what's the license number? Have you ever operated a school in Georgia? Yes or no? Do you hold a license? Yes or no? If you do, put the number. All this is self-explanatory. Read all this. If you're a convicted felon, they don't want to give you a school, hell, get it in your mama's name or your wife's name or your kid's name, whoever. If they don't approve you. All right. You got to fill this out. Name of school, physical address, sign and date. Owner affidavit. Each owner must submit a separate affidavit. You just read this and submit what it tells you. All right, get it notarized. Well, what they gonna do when they inspect? Look, they telling y'all it's an open book. Look, this is an open book test. Exterior sign for the school. So-and-so's barber college, or so-and-so's cosmetology institute, or so-and-so's beauty, nail, whatever. Sign stating services by supervised by students only. or supervise students. You just have a sheet of paper on the wall when they come in. And you want to have that little slogan on all your advertisement, your postcards, business cards. Sign prohibit pets, with the exception of what? A guide dog or a CNI dog. Rules and regulations. Required signage, including the word, and it's on the website. Secured storage for school and student records. It's a file cabinet. All right. Adequate ventilation and proper lighting. I hope you got air conditioning and heating. Separate restrooms. Separate restrooms, male, female. Well, does that mean we can have one restroom? No. It says separate rooms, male and female. Duh, there's 2 bathrooms. Well, in Florida, Texas, they can have one. We're not, look, I told y'all to read your rules and regulations for your state. Every state is different. So don't go listen to these other people. Adequate locker space for each student. Gotta have those lockers. Chalkboards or whiteboards. Some of y'all too young to know what a chalkboard is. That's how I started. We didn't even have a dry erase board back then. Where am I gonna get that from? Go on Amazon or whatever. You can literally go on the internet and get anything. You can literally buy anything off Amazon or the internet. Google it. All instructors' license posts. Where am I gonna post it? Well, when they first walk into school, post it on the wall, put it in a frame. You don't post it in the bathroom or the closet. Post it when they walk in where it's visible on the wall. 15 bona fide students. Sign notarized applications or 2 signed letters of intent. Well, I can't open the school because I ain't got no 15 students. That's not what it said. Let me break it down. That's why y'all have to be in the program, because you need someone to break stuff down to you. There was a lady, she didn't open the school for about 2 years because she was trying to figure out how she gonna get 15 students. She finally joined the program. Sure did. All you gotta do is have an application. Go find 15 homeless people, 15 family members and friends, and have them to fill it out like they're gonna be students. Get it notarized. That's it. You ain't gotta have no 15 students. They said 15 bona fide students, either a signed notarized application. You can't have them anyway because they ain't even approved the school yet. So you can't have no students in there working. 15 applications, notarized and signed. 1 mannequin per student. Okay, 1 additional mannequin for additional 5 students. So I'm not gonna go through all of these. 7 hair dryers. 1 hair dryer for each 5 additional students. So what does it tell you how many hair dryers you need for a Cosmo school? 7, okay. That's for Barber. What, somebody's asking a question. I'm gonna ask a question. Oh, okay. So we'll keep going. Workstation with mirror. You already know that. Separate clothes container for dirty towels, bloody towels, or whatever. You know, a clothes container. I don't have to go through this because y'all can read this. All right. Cosmetology schools. You got to have this. 4 manicure tables, 2 chairs at each, 4 shampoo bowls, 1 additional basin for additional 15 students, 3 facial chairs. Look, you want to do the bare minimum. Now, you ain't got to go out and get 40 chairs and stations. Start out small. Do the bare minimum. You ain't got to do nothing real big. Do the bare minimum. School library requirements. Oh, we got to have a library? Yeah. A closet. Medical dictionary. First aid. Personality in charge. Business management. Book of ethics. Theory and practice of barber. This is for barber school. Basic nutrition and hormone. Now for cosmetology school, you gotta have a little bit more. Why they gotta have more for Cosmo school than barber school? Because women are smarter than men. That's why, men, okay? The board made it less for you all because they knew we were dumber. All right, keep going. So I'm not gonna go through all of this. You ain't got to do no more than what it's asking. Do the bare minimum. Now, we did that. Find your building. I'm not going to go through these rules and regulations. Let me show you all that though. Let's see. I'll pull up the rules and regulations for Georgia because I downloaded them. So let's look here. But I'm not going to go through these rules and regs. Y'all can do that on your spare time. I just want to break everything down. All right. So hopefully the rules and regulations are on here. Pause share. So let me go back here. All right. Here go to, no, go back. Stop. All right. Rules and regulations. So this is 113 pages. I'm not going to go through these 113 pages and read that to you all. That's something that you can do on your own spare time. All right. Now, another thing I want to share. When y'all are reading these rules and regulations, sometimes they change, they pass other laws or taking things away, and sometimes these are not fully updated. So whenever you always still want to call your state board. A lot of times state board not going to answer. So you want to email them. What questions should you ask? What are the exact things that you need to open a school? I'm looking at the rules and regulations online. Has anything changed? Have they updated anything? Am I missing anything? What is the exact square footage, the minimum square footage? You can ask questions like that. Where is the exact equipment list? Because sometimes things change and they don't update this. But I just want to let you all know that. But sometimes these are absolutely 100% correct, but sometimes they're not. So I want y'all to be aware of that. So I'm not going to go through all these rules and regulations. You all can look at this yourself. I mean, everything is pretty much laid out. Cosmetology schools, you see that. And we went over a lot of that on that application that we just went through. So if you don't have all of that, then state board will probably not approve you. Now, it's one instructor to every 20 students. Okay, for Cosmo. One instructor to every 20 students. Every state is different. Every state is different. So don't be listening to somebody else in another state, unless you're talking about usually NACA's requirements. All right, so now that's that. So you want to Google, go to your state board rules and regulations. You want to look over those and study those and have your checklist so you'll know what you need, because you'll be surprised the minimum square footage, the minimum equipment that you all need to open a school is not a lot. A lot of us have been tricked or misled based on something that someone told you, or some of y'all probably looked at these big old schools, or you probably went to a big old school and you always had it in your head, wow, it's going to cost a lot of money. And some of y'all got it in your head, well, I'm not opening a school until I can have Paul Mitchell or Veda School or Empire, a big school like that. Well, how you gonna have champagne tasting Coca-Cola Bunny? You got to start somewhere. I mean, look at TD Jakes. They used to call him One Suit Jakes. He started with 10 members in a storefront church. Oh, raggedy church. Raggedy. Baptism pool leaked and all of that. He only had one suit. Well, what if he said, I'm going to wait until God blesses me with the Potter's house where I can have 30,000 members in Dallas, Texas, or I ain't preaching, or I'm not going to open up a church. See, that's why some of y'all are going to stay where you're at. What if Paul Mitchell said, well, I'm always going to wait till I get me a Paul Mitchell. I got all this money to get a Paul Mitchell school, or to start my product line. Paul Mitchell started in the trunk of his car with $700. His products were black and white. He told the story, and a lot of y'all heard the story. He couldn't afford color ink, so it was black and white bottles. What if Tyler Perry? Well, I'm just gonna wait until I can get on Universal movie theaters and have our money and all that and all the movies and the plays and stuff. No, he took his $12,000 on his last play, about ready to throw in the towel, but he kept going. Think about that. What if Michael Jordan? Well, he got cut in high school from his high school basketball team. What if he had quit? Oh, hell, what if I would have quit? Well, I'm just gonna wait till I can get me a big old school. My credit's messed up, bad credit, convicted felon, bad record. Who was gonna lease a building to me? I wouldn't lease a building to myself. You're a convicted felon, you on federal parole, they pull your record, you have gun charges, trafficking cocaine, aiding and abetting, and if they even look even deeper and deeper, all the mess that went on with people, just all kinds of stuff. I wouldn't have rented to me. Old man rented to me in the hood, old raggedy building. Look, beggars can't be choosy. You can't be saying you want this and want that. You got to show God, if you're faithful over a few things, he'll make you rule over many. So we got that part. Rules and regulations. So you'll know what you need. Now, do we know what we need?